All right, there we go. It should be, let's go live chat. It should be landscape now. So I'll just wait, get some people in here. Cat's playing with the robot. Here she is, playing with the robot. Leave him alone. All right, so finally I can go live on YouTube mobile after 60,000 years. And I don't need to use StreamYard unless I feel like having people, but no friends, so that'll probably never happen again. Yeah, so just do a quick update here on the 230-gallon tank. It's doing amazing. What should I start with? Maybe I'll start in the sump area. Let's talk about what's going on in here. This actually reminds me, the Clarice roll is about to run out, so I gotta replace that today. And you can see I haven't emptied the old roll in quite some time, so I need to just quickly swap that out today. The fans that I installed are still doing amazing, so they're keeping the tank to the temperature it needs to be. Calcium reactor. So calcium reactor is doing all right, but I had to top it off a little bit, and the Skimmer, the dosing head on the Skimmer. Can you zoom? Oh shit, yeah, you can. Oh, two zoom. Zoom back out. Okay, sorry. Live stream noob. So the head on the Skimmer, one of the wheels is broken, so it's squeaking. I'm not sure if you can hear it squeaking, but I certainly can. I have it on 91 milliliters per minute, and the max you can go is 120, so I'm getting close to reaching capacity. As a result, I think I may do two things. One is I'm going to run calc, and then I'm going to use this phosphane reactor that I have here. So this is the 55, so I guess 550, some people would say. So I'm going to use that probably as a second chamber, and what's cool about that is I can just like mount it on the side here and then fill it up. Yeah, because that Skimmer is too loud. So then what I wanted to do as a result of it being loud, because the single little dosing head replacement rather is 45 bucks, which is stupid expensive. The pump's already $250. But I was going to go ahead and do the Ecotech Versa. I bought one off a guy who never used it. He bought it back in February, and it turns out it like makes a super loud noise, so I just called Ecotech today, and they're actually going to send me a replacement. So I'm not going to use it though for the calcium reactor just yet. I'm going to keep using the Skimmer. I might build a little like soundproof box around the Skimmer, and then we'll see if that helps, and then we'll see how the calc helps too. Let me check on the chat. Let me see. So I have a clip on. Let me see. Oh, Blue River. Hey. So the clip, when I have the clip on, it cuts off some of the chat. So if I don't see your chat, that's why. Then I gotta try to get this clip on without getting in the way. Pickle jar Chaeto reactor, that's still doing amazing. Just harvested this past weekend. The Swabby, the Scrubber Swabby, Ingral Scrubber Swabby, that's still doing really good. As you can see, it's collecting tons of skimmate, tons of garbage in there. Mounted up the UV, so that's tucked out of the way instead of being on the ground here. And then probably two of the best things I did the past month or so. One is going to be this guy back here. This is the Hydros wave engine. So this is controlling all four of my pumps, and I plan to put my return pump on it as well, but just waiting on that. Yeah, so that's awesome. I could tell, when they're getting dirty, I can control them. I'm not going to say independently. I need to actually call them and see if I can actually make each pump run independently. Currently, they operate as groups. So these two and then these two. So They're just doing like a high flow, kind of random SPS mode. High energy is what they define it as. Let me let the dogs in because the dogs are freaking out. All right. So you're probably gonna hear a ton of tapping in the background now because these dogs, that's all they do is make noise. Next best thing I did was add this guy, which is a DIY CO2 scrubber. So I've been running this for about 4 weeks now. This tube that you see here, that was connecting to the top of the skimmer lid, and then I plugged up 3 of those holes, and then that's filled with some water to keep the air nice and hydrated. And then we have it going into the CO2 scrubber. That's just a 2-gallon bin that I got off Amazon. I was actually using this one, which is a Cheesy Poofs container. You guys are going to see a video on this soon. I wanted to make sure. Oh shit, zoomed in. I wanted to make sure it actually worked before. And this would work, but it was actually, the way it was designed is, so you have the output here, input, it was actually creating a channel. So it was kind of creating a wedge. So it wasn't a good design. You really want the media to come, or the airflow to come right down the center. And ideally something a little bit more slender. So this actually gave me, this was the Anchor Owl CO2 scrubber version 2. There's always multiple iterations, never get it right on the first try. So this one goes right in the center, and then it's propped up on these little feet because it has the output going right there. And then that goes into the skimmer. So it directly connects right into the skimmer intake. I probably know what you're thinking. You're probably like, oh, Joey, you can't do that because it's gonna restrict the skimmer airflow and it's gonna be bad for the skimmer. Well, sorry, but you're wrong. It doesn't restrict the airflow at all. So hopefully that's good news for you. Yeah, now my pH, instead of dropping to like 7.65 at night, it drops to 8. So I'm running about 8.2 during the day and then 8 at night. So as a result, I had to bump up the calcium reactor like crazy. Yeah, so the calcium reactor pH is at 6.6 now, and I'm at 91 milliliters per minute, which is just crazy because you can see I don't even have any corals. Like, there's nothing in here. I have a lot of coralline, that's for sure. I'm not sure how good this is popping up on everyone's screen here, but on mine it looks a lot better than my previous streams that have been on StreamYard. They stream in like 240p. I don't even know. It's like super standard definition. That's worse than the old tube TVs that everyone used to have. Let me see. Someone was in here. Where's the chat? Oh, hey, Phil. And Erotic Aquatic. Thanks. Never seen you in here before. Welcome. Yeah, what else? So that's as far as like new equipment. Like I said, I plan on adding calc, so hopefully that actually will supplement the pH even higher. So maybe I can go to like 8.3, 8.4. That would be even better. As long as I don't hit like 8.5 and above, then that's good. What else have I done to the tank? Inside the tank, nothing has really happened other than stuff grows. These anemones, they decided to split into 3. I went on vacation at the end of July. I had 1. Which is going to be this one right here, and then I came back and there were 2. Well, 3. 2 more, rather. Let's see, who else we got in here? We got Kevin. He says, what's up to the pigeon man? Just hanging out. T40 Reefer. How's it going? Yeah, so the anemones, as long as they don't move, they're isolated on this rock. This rock's slightly separated, then they can stay. But if they start moving, then we're gonna have some problems and someone's gonna have to get an eviction notice, and it's just not gonna be good for them. So we got the clownfish. They're always breeding back here. They actually don't have any eggs right now, so sorry, it's not gonna be entertaining. This looks a little bit too orange to me right now. You're seeing it way more orange than I am. Maybe I could try to let's try to throw on the other filter if I can get this off. And see if that color is a little bit better. Definitely not doing NEMs in the main display again. They always split and move. Yeah, I would agree. I don't think it's worth doing NEMs in the main display. All right, how's that? This looks much closer to how I'm seeing things. I don't know if that looks better than the orange. Someone let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep rambling. If it looks like shit, then it's your fault because you didn't say anything. So I have this finger leather. I actually really like this. This is pretty nice. The poor man's SPS, as they call it. That's taken forever to grow. Anyone who says like leathers grow quick, I don't believe you. I don't know. Maybe because they grow so big, people think that they grow quick. They don't grow quick, in my opinion. Let's see. My NEMs haven't moved, but the problem comes from splits. I just pulled 3 out this week. Tough with Connie. Oh yeah, absolutely. So are you just scalpeling like the foot and basically are you like killing it essentially, or does it survive? Mikey D, hey. Looks way better. All right, good. Oh, Kevin dropped the first super chat, Buns. Kevin just made me $5 richer. So, Kevin beat 2Ps. 2Ps still owes me $200 for anyone who's keeping track. So thanks to Kevin for being the first one to do the super chat. Kevin's the only one I actually like. Don't tell Gabe. Had to kill one this week, but got the other 2 out. Yeah, I gave one away. I had 2 originally before I left on vacation. Well, 3. I keep saying 2 because I sold 2. Gave one away to a guy who just started up a tank. And then the other one, let me go around to the other side of the tank. Side titty action. And there we go. So it was actually killing this one here. And it was starting to kill, well, my finger's way closer to the glass than I thought. It was starting to kill the pink lemonade back there. Pink lemonade's getting a little bit washed out. But yeah, so this guy was completely dying, completely just all white. There was like barely on the inside some green. And then over 2 months, you know, it looks like that now. That piece to the left actually was all white. It was actually floating around the tank for 6 months was the last known picture I had where it was actually together. And then I found it here one day and I was just like, oh look, dead coral that fell off 6 months ago. Looked really close and it had a really faint hint of green. So I was like, you know what, let me see if I can mount it back up and see if it'll come back. So this is only 4 weeks of it coming back. Yeah, if you're gonna do NEMs, I'd say definitely do just a NEM tank. Why is this so sensitive when you zoom? It's really annoying. Yeah, I think the NEM tanks are cool. I always just think everyone else's anemones are cooler than mine. I think I just got some basic ones, basic NEMs. Duncans are looking good today. Hopefully that looks as clear to you guys as it does on my screen. It's looking pretty good. Let's see what else. This hammer is starting to do good behind all the fish. I just let that one kind of roam the tank. I've never really kind of glued it down into one spot. I have enough GSP. Let me give you guys a perspective of how much GSP this is. This is a 6-foot tank. And that's probably, I don't know, a foot of GSP. And then from the side, if that guy will move, 30 inches wide, so probably 7 inches. And it's starting to grow back. There's pieces that are actually ripping off now. So there's this piece that I mounted, which was for a purpose, and then there's this piece back there. It's actually way bigger than that. There it is. So that just completely ripped off. It was a huge chunk, just ripped off. Oh, K-Twan. How many NEMs is too many NEMs? I think at least 4 nems is too many nems, at least for me. If you have a nem tank, then there's no such thing. I put, no. Yeah, I think, DC, are you gonna do like a harem of clowns, or are you just gonna do like a pair? And by the way, I have no idea why 3 clowns are working in my tank. I started with the 4. If you've been following, when I did the swap, I had 2 pairs of clowns. I had 2 in the 120 and 2 in the failed 25 Lagoon. So this one is Bullet Hole, which she is the boss of the tank. She lays eggs like every couple days. This is the baby, which is the Mocha Da Vinci, and then the other one was a Mocha Da Vinci 2, but I think he's just more of a just a Da Vinci. He's not Mocha. So then I had the Wyoming White, which was originally paired with the Bullet Hole and the 120, and that worked good for 3 months, 4 months. All of a sudden, came out one morning, they were just chasing him all over the tank, wanted him out of the tank, wanted him dead. I put him in his own little 5-gallon, and then I did like a huge water change on it one day, and then unfortunately he died. So that's how that story worked. Let me see. Okay, so how are you liking the Octo Wave makers now that you have used them in a while? So the Hydros Wave engine, I absolutely love the Hydros Wave engine, because I think you came after I gave a quick little update on it. So what I need to do is I need to call Hydros to see if there's a possibility that I can control each pump individually, because I want them each to do random. So right now they're in pairs. There's these 2 running in pairs, and then this 2. So they're both in random mode. And this just makes it so much easier. I mean, I had a ton of controllers. You can see these controllers, they're all this size. This is not a small controller, right? So you have to find a bunch of spots to mount, 4 different controllers, which is just annoying. They're super limited. And then connecting them to the Apex is fine with the 0 to 12 volt, but you're just not gonna get as much control. Also, I'm able to see the RPMs of the pumps. So I did an experiment where this one actually hasn't been cleaned in forever. And then I came back, I cleaned this one, left that one dirty, and you could see an immediate boost of 100 RPMs on this pump compared to that one. 100 RPM doesn't seem that significant to me. It's hard for me to actually gauge, well, what does that actually mean in terms of like power? But yeah, it's nonetheless, you could actually see it. So I guess if you wanted to run an experiment and kind of check on a regular basis how close your pumps are to needing maintenance, you could like bump them up all the way to 100%, record down what their RPM is. These run at like 2,700 RPM at like 85% or something like that. Then let's say you get like 3,000 RPMs, then you come check in a month, bump it up to 100%, and say it's at like 29, maybe you need to clean it. So that's kind of how I'm viewing those, but it's super easy once you actually set it up. The instructions to set it up, it's not the best. They have the video, but there's a couple quirky things about it. So one of the quirky things about it is it actually runs in, so there's 2 different things you have to do. One, you have to set up the pump. So you configure the pump, you say, okay, this one right here, that's pump 1. Then you have to set the speed of pump 1. So you can say, okay, well, I want pump 1 to run anywhere from 15% all the way up to 100%. That's now the master speed. And then when you actually set your modes, you set the speed percentage based off the master speed. So if you say you want the pump to run, oh, this is gonna be super confusing to say. If you say you want the pump to run at 100%, right, which is the clearest example, it's gonna run at the 100%, which is the master set. But say you set the master to only run to a max of 50%, then when you set the mode to run up to 100%, it will only run at 50%. So hopefully you understand, you're following with what I'm saying. So that's quirky. I don't like that. Just give me one percentage at what I'm going to set the pump at. Another thing I noticed with the Octos is that 50%, when you set them on 50%, it's not true 50%. These are 30 watt pumps. What are they? Focus? No? Okay. Let me just read it. So they're 11 to 32 watts. So when you set it at 50%, it was only running at like 12 watts. So that to me is not 50%. Yeah, so that's my spiel on that. Hey Queen City, what's up? Hopefully that helps someone who's deciding to get the Hydros. Also, if you're gonna get the Hydros and you're gonna get these wave makers, you can actually buy just the pumps, which is, I think the pumps are 250 bucks a piece, maybe 280. But the actual, and that's for the controller as well. And then I think just the pumps themselves are 180. So you're gonna save yourself a ton of money. If you need 4, like I do, whatever you save can go towards that controller. I've been debating on those versus MP40 or MP60 for my Peninsula. So if you're thinking about MP60, I would go MP60 if you think you're gonna need that much flow. Now, in my other video where I said that the MP40s are overrated, still stand by that because there's these type of pumps which can compete with them and compete with them very well, in my opinion. You have the quartz in the tank, ooh, scary quartz, right? I'm sure you guys noticed them as I'm filming. Probably just can't take your eyes off those quartz. And you also get the heat in the tank, so that's a disadvantage. But is $100 more per pump worth not having quartz or heat in the tank? Maybe. That might be, yes, might be the answer for you. For me, no, definitely not. Also, I've seen problems with the shaft on the MP40s rusting, so that's definitely not cool. I think this one uses a ceramic shaft, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Could be wrong, but I haven't seen any rust issues on these. And yeah, so you're gonna get the same amount of flow with these pumps. So that's why I say those ones are definitely overrated. Now, when you go to the MP60s, my opinion is definitely gonna change because there's very few pumps for the price that can compare to the flow you're gonna get of an MP60. I'm trying not to have to put pumps at both ends. Yeah, so I'm watching Ryan's build pretty closely because I don't think that the 4, 2 on each side MP60s is gonna end up working like he thinks. I hope it does. I'm not cheering against him, but I'm very interested to see what it does because I think his tank is also 6 feet. I don't know. Does someone know? Is his tank 6 feet as well? It's just wider? Or is it a 7-foot tank? Let's see, what else do we got? Yeah, definitely make sure you hit that thumbs down. My nearly naked clowns who've been with me through all tank transfers and crashes. Okay, yeah, I've had my OG fish actually would be then this guy, well, this girl. This is Cookie the bullet hole clown. I name all the fish. Well, either I name them or Buns names them. This is Charlie. Charlie's a little bit beat up. Probably got hit on the rock, so you can see face on the side there, a little beat up. These chromis, they all have the same name. They're just a group. Those are called the Billies. This one, oh holy shit, I forgot this one's name. What did I name this other wrasse? It's not Roy, that was the first version of him. Roy was the first version. It's close. Is it Roger? I think it's Roger. You know what? Right now, if it's not Roger, it's Roger now. Then we got the copper band, which is a freaking specimen. Like, look at this. Look at this babe. This is Lemon Drop. You have Bowser, the murderer. Hey, come here. Look at this chunky fillet. Then you have the powder blue. This is Dee Dee. Dee Dee's starting to put on a little bit more size since I switched to the pellets. So I had to supplement some pellets in because I don't think he or she was getting enough through just the frozen. Then we have, the other one, the smaller one is Moki. Espresso. Yeah, this is espresso. Then we have the gobies, which are in hiding. They live under this set right here. That's Sherbert and Herbert. Are those all my fish? Damn. I need more fish, but I'm not going to get more fish for a while. Oh yeah, I forgot about Peaches, this little asshole. See, I keep telling you, I keep forgetting about Peaches. I just forget that that fish is in here because I've just subconsciously blocked that little asshole out of my mind. Hey Lynn, welcome. I've been checking in on your Instagram. Everything is looking great. Wow, what a creeper, K-Twan. Yes, I think 6. Kevin says that my opinion is very picky. I'm sure others in the household here would agree with you. Let me see. So those who haven't seen before, the entire setup, stand. This is a 230 gallon tank, 6 feet by 30 inches by 25 inches. Run a 75 gallon sump. This is a custom stand that I made. It's about 7 feet long. And then we have the quartz countertop, the matching stone to the fireplace, the dog and the couch. And yep, that's basically the tank. So let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I fragged up some zoas. So some zoas on this side, put them on these rocks here. So plan to just grow this out, and then as they kind of keep going, I'm gonna actually snip off a piece so that I could sell them, and then I'll just put a new rock there and they'll eventually grow on that rock. Then I could just slice them off. So that's the plan, at least. These ones, you might notice this looks a little different. They actually fell off when I got back from vacation, so I had to mount them different. It actually split. So there was, I don't even know how many heads this is. This has to be like eight heads now. So it split basically right in half. So this is what it is now. Yeah, 3,000. 3,000. If I wanted to buy that stand, how much are we willing? How much are we talking? Yeah, if you want to buy this stand, yeah, I think 3,000 is a fair price. Let me see. I got these ones just randomly closed up. That's stupid. Now that you've removed most of your sand, where does the leopard wrasse sleep? I think she sleeps in some of these caves. There's a couple caves here. I've actually seen her just sleep kind of out in the open. Yesterday, she'd been acting like really weird. I don't know if she's right right now, but she actually got stuck like in here. So I had to lift this rock up, which is actually really bothering me that I had to move that, because now these two rocks, there's a gap, and that bothers me. What? You think I'm crazy? I'm getting some side eye from the bird. Let me see. Phil says, "What's up, K-Town?" We don't talk to K-Twan anymore. He doesn't even like reef tanks. Any of you guys go to Rep NY if they keep that going? I will not. I will go to potentially other things, but I don't know. I have the few shows that I've been to. I don't know. They're just kind of blah. It seems like once you go to one, you've been to them all. Maybe if you have friends, then it'd be enjoyable, but oh, Kiwi wants to be on the stream. All right. Little bird's pissed off. Anyways, corals are doing great. Who needs friends? Well, I guess if you want some nice coral, then you need friends or some money. So, arrest warrant. I can't leave the safety of Canada. Yeah, K-Twan has an arrest warrant in the United States, so he actually can't enter the United States. So he's in Canada as safe haven. Never been to NY, but would love to go. NY is good for food. If you're talking about like the city, I'm originally from Rochester, and Rochester's garbage. No one wants to go to Rochester. Rochester's so garbage. Let me see. Yeah, so I guess we might also be potentially looking at relocating. So those of you who don't know, I live in Houston right now, but possibly looking at relocating to Colorado Springs. So that'll develop with time. This is probably like a long-term thing. In November though, we're going to Colorado Springs to take a look around, and yeah, we'll see what happens then. Something might happen, something might not happen. I don't know. I don't know, Bunce. And then if it does happen, I was thinking about moving the system. So I don't know if it makes sense to entirely move the system. The new space would most likely have a walkout basement. So there would also be a fish room in there as well. So it'd be a whole big thing. So I might leverage that move to get rid of just the tank. I want to keep all the live rock. I want to keep all the the livestock rather. And then potentially do a new build. So, because if I try to transport this tank, then it's going to cost me like $2,000, $2,500 just to rent a U-Haul. And then I have to worry about not only moving livestock all at the same time, but then moving the tank, making sure no one breaks the tank. This is probably bound to get broke, like guaranteed. The countertop, someone's probably gonna break that, or it's gonna break in the truck. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what I can even get. I would sell just well, pretty much it would come like ready, like plug and play for you. You just need some equipment. So sell the light bar, right? Sell the stand, sell the tank, and then I'd probably sell the lights too. They'd probably just get new lights for a new system. Then the sump, so it'd be already plumbed, ready to go. You just need to put equipment on it. So we'll see. I don't know if anyone's gonna bite on it. It's gonna be a pretty big move either way for someone to do it. And then I would just set up a temporary tank. Reef Keeper says hi. They said they saw you fly by the camera. Kiwi has arrived. Welcome to the stream, Kiwi. It's good to have you. Yeah, she'll come down eventually. K-Twan says hi, Buns. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what we can get for this system. I feel like someone's gonna try to like lowball me, and if someone tries to come with like an offer of like $2,000, then I'll just destroy the stand and I'll take the tank with me as a sump. It has no value to me to give it away for so cheap when just a standalone. And I mean, I wasn't kidding. This would go for like $3,000. I wouldn't sell it for less. So you need to deliver it to me though. Oh, Lynn, you want it for $5. Lynn wants it for $5 and I need to deliver it. You know what? Deal. I just don't see how that's a bad deal for me. It seems like I make out really good in that deal. Can I at least like get some corals on my way out? Like $5 and some corals? Like, Lynn wants the parrot. Which one do you want? We have the Eclectus, and then we have Kiwi, the pineapple conure. You want some GS? No, I have some GSP, Lynn. Oh, I got GSP. Look at that. My GSP is plating. Have you seen GSP plate like that? It's ridiculous. There's also a piece growing on the side over there. When I ripped it off of that side, a little piece stayed. Kiwi. I'm trying to do a video. Gosh, these disrespectful parrots. They want Ruby. Come here, Ruby. Come on. She likes my wife better. Probably a better choice. Let me see if we can get her on. Oh, there we go. There you go. Hi, Ruby. Yeah, what are you doing? Causing trouble? You want to scream? You want to scream at everyone? Yeah. You're always so mad at me. She hates my guts. She likes buns better. I'd say this one is bonded with buns, and then the little one, Kiwi, is bonded with me for sure. Don't laugh, it's so true. But yeah, this one definitely is not bonded with me. Like, she's fine with me, but like, she likes buns way better. Can you like go so I can not have to stretch to show you on camera? Like, come on, you're making me work for this. She is a female eclectus parrot. And I broke her perch right here. So this was supposed to be a long stick, and I was fucking around with it, and I broke it. All right, Kiwi is now jealous. So now Kiwi wants to be on the screen. Look at you. Look at this little nugget. You on camera? Do you have anything to say? You want to move to Colorado? Yeah? You want to move to Colorado, Kiwi? Yeah. They do. They love Colorado. Oh, shit. All right, we got attacked. All right, so we're done with the birds. We're done with the birds. I gotta go back and watch that later. That's gonna be hilarious. All right, Ruby, they say Ruby doesn't want to go to Colorado. No, yeah, Colorado's a lot drier though. Let me see. What was everyone saying? Neptune Aquatics is in San Jose. Has an amazing tank with only GSP. I gotta look at that one. My God, they always try to jump on the screens. Like, they have some weird obsession with jumping on screens. It doesn't make any sense. Here, can you hold her so I can let these dogs outside? Oh, yeah, so freaking birds trying to attack me and shit. Yeah, anyways, what do you guys want to see? Any of the corals? I mean, how many tanks can I get in a 150? I don't know, you can get between 1 to, I don't know, like 4 to 5 tanks in there. Depends on the size. If you want a flamingo tank, you can put 1 flamingo tank in there. And that's it, like nothing else, just that tank. Don't have any rock, nothing. Or you could probably do like a school of like yellow tanks. I don't see any problem with that in a 150. The purple tanks, they don't get too big either. So I'd say realistically though, without being obnoxious to answer your question, probably like 2 to 3. I only have 1 in here so far. They're just a pain in the ass. I've tried Naso Tang, didn't make it through coming in. And then I tried a Mimic Tang, Bowser, the Magnificent Fox Face, murdered it in 15 minutes when I went for Chick-fil-A. Yep. I mean, it was worth it though. The Chick-fil-A sandwich was really good. Please sponsor me, Chick-fil-A.
You gotta be polite to be sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
Bun says I have to be polite to be sponsored by Chick-fil-A, so I think I'm fucked. Lynn says that we need more animals. Yeah, so we have the 2 birds, we have 3 dogs, and a cat, and then this. But I do want more wrasses in the system. But they die tang was not. The dye tang? What? The dye tang? So, Walt Disney. I'm thinking about chopping off this centerpiece. It's gonna get washed out. But it looks like shit from this side. I can only see the Walt Disney good from the other side, and it really bothers me. So I'm thinking about if I chop it off at that bigger piece right there, then I could go ahead and mount it right next to it. And then I can actually see the tank. Or the coral. Damn, why is this so sensitive? Stupid ass. About 3 hours away from the big fires there. The hill behind my house was on fire the other day. Oh, damn. Yeah, I think, don't you pull in, was it you who I saw on Instagram? You took off the outside air. You pull outside air into your skimmer. It was either you or someone else who was doing that. Yeah, and they decided to stop that. That's the only risk I guess you run when you are pulling outside air in. That and then like fertilizers and stuff if people are spraying stuff in the yard. What else? I gotta probably chop off the back half of this because it's getting close to the rocks there. And that pink lemonade is gonna be definitely more important to me than this thing. What else? There's just coral. It's slowly growing in, I guess. Hopefully it grows quick enough for me to start fragging stuff so I can sell some stuff to partially afford some new things if we move. Or I guess when. I guess we're pretty much sold on moving. It's just when. There's some stuff I definitely don't like either about some of these corals. I'm not a huge fan of acans, or acorns as I call them. There's some back there, one over there. There's, I don't know. These are just blah. I mean, I can respect, like Gabe has some pretty good ones. So you should definitely follow Gabe and follow his acorns. But mine can never get like fluffy. I don't know. Some other people, they have like super fluffy acans. Mine just don't get that way. I don't like this coral, whatever the hell that thing is. I don't like this one. It's ugly. And I don't want it in my tank. Let's see. There's a female eclectus in New Hampshire named Ruby for sale. Lynn's about to buy an eclectus. How much is it, Lynn? Did you see how much it is? Because it's not cheap. Okay, yeah, that was you, Phil. Can't see the mountains through the smoke. Yeah, K-Twan's up there in Kelowna, and he's got the smoke. I've never had any luck with acans. I have some in my frag tank doing okay. Well, I mean, if Phil doesn't have luck with them, then I guess I'm not gonna be sad about me not having luck with them. She said that eclectus is $2,600. Yeah, that's exactly accurate. There's one in New Jersey for $1,000. Well, what is it, like 50 years old? Ours is still just a baby. They're supposed to live to, what, 50 or more? 50 to 70? Yeah, they're supposed to live a long time. What else? 30 years. better be longer than 30 years. Paid $2,600 for that bird.
Yeah, I think they're just 30, 55. There was the,
Hey, Gabe.
the one bird in Chicago that lived to 86 years old.
Yeah, Phil, I have my lights really high. I need to do another par test, but I'm pretty sure all of this top level is getting somewhere between 400 to 600 par. I needed to take out the Senai, do another one. I'm looking for a like 3D printed Senai holder, so then I could not have to put my arm in there. Yeah, so if you know someone who sells that, then let me know. And don't say fish a hex. So this one, Phil, it actually looks better since it's been under that rock. And I mean, you can see it's gonna barely get any light. And it actually looks better than when it was out here on the sand. Well, why did I say sand? There hasn't been sand in this tank for months. Whenever you're on camera, like, you just say weird shit. You know what I mean? Like, you're... No, I'm talking about me. Like, I'll be looking at something, and I'll call it something different. I'm just like, why are you saying that? You know? It's so weird. Anyone know what this chalice is called? Anyone know? If you know, let me know, so then I'll know that you know. Still waiting on this. So this one here, which is going to get super washed out, which is really annoying, is actually sold to me as a Master Yoda, but I actually think it's a Paletta pink tip. And he was actually talking about this on one of the CoralView streams. If you haven't watched that, go to CoralView's channel and then look at those or watch those Mike Paletta streams. He did 2, and they're really awesome. Tons of information. He actually started the Reef Moonshiners. Just did that video on trace elements that I dosed to the tank. So yeah, his tank's awesome. And he said that he saw that coral, saw it advertised as Master Yoda, but he thinks it's actually the Paletta pink tip, which I'm fine either way. It's a nice coral either way. I have the Orange Passion there, just a baby still, but starting to base out more and get more polyps. In the back right there, that little yellow-green dot, that is the Pikachu, so can't wait for that thing to get bigger. Like I said, Walt Disney looks like garbage from this angle. Oh, too close, way too close. Yeah, see? This is what I look at. It gets no light on this side, so I just look at 3 polyps. If you put together my 3D printer, I can print one for you. Yeah, I'll put it together. eBay guy sells a 3D holder for $14. There's a model from Thingiverse. Is there shipping on that $14? Is he gonna charge me like $15 in shipping? I use one of the stainless steel scraper blades with sections for my par meter. Drill a hole and zip tie. I did try that, but I guess I'm stupid and it didn't work. MBeach23 on eBay sells holders. Reggie, hey, what's up, Reggie? No doubt Andre got the best tank in Houston. Yeah, I would say for sure. I haven't seen everyone's take, obviously, but Andre grows corals like crazy. Yeah, it's insane, and they look absolutely beautiful. So when I actually picked up the frags, all these ones, 24 pack, most of my corals are actually from his tank. Yeah, I was just blown away by his tank. Yeah, and then Nick from Ocean Life Aquatics, or Aquariums rather, OLI. Yeah, his tanks are always awesome too. His corals, he's got the home tank set up. That's a local fish store for those of you who don't know. I'm losing my OP, so sad. I have one branch left. Don't know if it's acro eating flatworms or the iodine overdose. Oh, damn. Yeah, that iodine that you said is absolutely insane. I can't believe you're up to almost 800. I don't know. If this ever grows, Phil, you can have a piece. But, I don't know. That might be like another year. At kind of the rate that those things grow. Does it grow pretty slow for you, or how is it growing? Okay, that's 14 bucks for free shipping. Well, dang, Lynn, sorry, I can't take up your offer then. If it's gonna be 14 bucks for free shipping and I don't have to do any labor, I mean, you're rip me off on labor. I mean, I got to do the labor and then probably pay for shipping too. I mean, for printing. I mean, come on, Lynn. And then you want to buy the tank for $5? Gosh. Just kidding, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe I can come up with something else. I actually have an idea for something. Maybe I'll try to make it. Can you make things on Thingiverse, or is that just where you share stuff? Or there's like a software or something you can use. Maybe I'll share it with you once I play around with it. That 24 pack was awesome deal. That's my next pack I'm getting. Nick does have an awesome display. You run a calcium reactor? Yes, I do run a calcium reactor. I run the Kimura dosing pump. I talked about that at the very beginning. So yeah, I guess I'm not going to talk about it again. But I'm running at like 91 milliliters per minute. So I'm getting up there. I'm going to supplement with some Kalkwasser here soon. And Phil, I actually called Ecotech today, and they're going to replace that Versa for me. So they're going to send me a brand new one. Hopefully that fixes the problem. ATF in the house. Hey all, what's up? Yeah, crazy. I've already changed over 100 gallons of water. And so the Brightwell Erase CL, I mean, what does it do? I looked it up really quick. It looked just like a dechlorinator. Millis grow fastest for me. What's the fastest growing SPS? Plating, encrusting, branching. I think some encrustings grow really fast, like this Fruity Pebbles. That thing's growing super fast. But for me, what's growing fastest for me? Probably that bird's nest. That bird's nest over there has exploded. I'll have to do a future update with some pictures or something, but yeah, it came, it was just like basically one branch this way and then one branch this way. It didn't have any of this little wild crazy stuff going on. So that one definitely grows the quickest. Then we have probably the next quickest one for me. Well, this one back here in the I want to say front, but I guess this is the front to me. This one grows super quick, but I mean, he gave me like a massive colony basically of it. Walt Disney, that starts to grow quicker once it actually takes off. Whatever this thing is, it's growing pretty quick in my opinion. What else? Yeah, I'd say probably those ones. Then Millies are doing good. Solar flare here, that's doing good. It's gonna get washed out. Sorry, that's just the reality of trying to do it on your phone. Let me see. Algae grows crazy for me. Hey Lynn, I've been there. You've seen my tank. You know I'm a professional algae grower. I actually have my phosphates were at 200 parts per billion, which equals 0.6, and then my nitrates are at 50. So I run super high nitrates and phosphates. I'm actually of the opinion that, and it's going to go against the popular opinion, that I don't think it actually matters those numbers. I think it's actually about the biology in the tank in terms of the bacteria. Once you get that established, then it really doesn't matter. You can look at other successful tanks, kind of what they call like the masters. There's a masters survey done on Reef to Reef like a couple of years ago, And some tanks run super high nitrate and phosphate, no algae. Brightwell, race. You should try breeding clownfish like me. I wonder what they would look like because it'd be a Da Vinci and a bullet hole. What else? What else? My red planet grows, and green slimer grows like crazy. Okay, this is supposed to bind the iodine. If you go to their website and click technical, they talk about it. Brightwell saw my post and told me about it. Oh, well, hopefully that works. Do you have an iodine test to at least kind of ballpark it, or is it just so high you can't even test it? So your phosphate's currently at 1.4 and nitrate 100. I was actually at that. I actually just dosed in some phosphate RX, got it down. I actually don't care what nitrate is. Phosphate to me is the important number. Problem is I have to clean my glass like every 2 days. So Phil thinks he accidentally grabbed the wrong bottle, which I'm sure he's told about 1,000 different times now. I see all the comments there. Yeah, that's crazy. I keep mine in a little dropper. So I do the Chem iodide, not the Lugol's, because the Lugol stuff is straight iodine, so it's going to be a lot more concentrated. When you dose iodide into the tank, it has to go through and convert to iodine. So it's a little bit safer because it takes time for that chemical reaction to happen. Some science magic happens in the tank, and then boom, you have iodine. Let me see. All right. Anyways, any final questions? We're coming up on an hour, and the hockey game is on. Gabe, tell me what the score is. And my battery's at 6%, so. You have the Red Sea Pro iodine kit. Yeah, pain to use it, I'm sure. It was off the chart after I got ICP test. Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't even matter. Let's see how they do it. Oh, wait, I missed your other message. I'm going to try out the phosphate/nitrate remover from Quantum soon. What is that? Is it just some kind of liquid magic you can dose in there? I mean, phosphates, I think it's obvious what you can do for phosphates, right? But there's some kind of liquid magic you can do for nitrates? Is that what you're talking about? 1-1. Who scored first? That's important. All right, I got 5% battery left. We'll see if we can make it. I think it's the usual stuff, new company. I've never seen like a liquid nitrate reducer though. Typically people just try to sell you like media. I've considered doing Super X, but I just never feel like purchasing it. It's just one of those purchases that's not satisfying. Like you bought a bunch of freaking ceramic media for like $100. That's not satisfying to me. Gabe, who scored first? Come on. What the hell are you doing? Slacking over there. All right, so while I'm wrapping this up, yeah, so I finally hit 1,000 subscribers. That's why I'm able to go ahead and mobile live stream now. So thanks to everyone who has subscribed. If you're not subscribed, then you should consider subscribing so you could watch some more of my shenanigans. And yeah, I'll try to put out a video on that this weekend. I'm gonna try to put out like a little 1,000 subscriber video. So yeah, hopefully we can get 1,000 more. What else? If you don't follow my Reef to Reef thread, go follow that. Search up Angry Owl on Reef to Reef. I put a lot of stuff on there that I don't talk about on YouTube because it's easier for me to put it on there instead of putting it on YouTube. Eventually it all goes to YouTube, but you'll get more pictures, so seeing pictures of the growth and everything like that, if you're interested in that kind of thing. And follow me on Instagram, Aquariums. If you subscribe to K-Twan, go over to his channel, hit the unsub button, drop a middle finger emoji, and yeah, tell him that I sent you. All right, so Gabe is a fake hockey fan, and we're at an hour. My phone's at 4%, and everyone's dying. I need to go and eat. So thanks to everyone, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. See ya.